In this video, you will learn how to solve different math problems to prepare for the SAT exam. If the expression 3 over 2 plus x equals x minus 5 over 2x, then one possible value of x could be. Alright, we're given here this expression and we solve for a possible value of x. Now to solve for any possible values of x, we cross multiply. We simplify both sides of the expression. So that would be 3 over 2 plus x equals x minus 5 over 2x. And then we cross multiply them. That means we multiply 3 and 2x. So that would be 3 times 2x equals x minus 5 times 2 plus x. And then from here, we simplify. 3 times 2x is 6x equals x minus 5 times 2x. We can use the FOIL method in multiplying the two expressions or the two binomials. So this is x times 2, which is 2x, plus negative 5 times 2, that is negative 10, plus x times x, that is x squared, then negative 5 times x, which is negative 5x. Now we can group like terms. The only like terms here are 2x and negative 5x. So that would be 6x equals 2x minus 5x is negative 3x minus 10 plus x squared. Then we can group everything together to simplify. We can move 6x to the right, or we just simply subtract 6x from both sides. Okay, that would eliminate 6x here. On the left, this would be equal to 0. Then negative 3x minus 6x is negative 9x minus 10 plus x squared. And then we can arrange this from the highest exponent to the lowest. So this would become 0 equals x squared minus 9x minus 10. So we have a quadratic equation here. Or we can just simply write this as x squared minus 9x minus 10 equals 0. They're just the same. And now we can solve for the value of x. So how are we going to solve for the value of x given a quadratic equation? So we need to factor. So we factor x squared minus 9x minus 10. So how do we factor? Alright, so we look for factors of 10 that when we multiply them, it would equal to negative 10. And when we add them, it would equal to negative 9. So we can use the factors of 10. Factors of 10 are 10 and 10, 1, 10 and 1, and 2, 5. So it could be negative 10 and 1 because the middle coefficient here, or the coefficient of the middle term, is negative. That means the negative factor, one of the factors should have the negative number should be the highest number. So that would be x minus 10 times x plus 1 equals 0. Then we can equate each of the factors to 0 to solve for the value of x. Right. So this is just equal to x equals 10, and this one x equals negative 1. So the possible values of x are 10 and negative 1. So let's take a look at here in the options or choices. If there is 10 or negative 1. So we have negative 1 here. So the answer is letter A. Let's solve another problem. Alright, we're given here this graph. Okay, in the graph above, ABCD is a square. What are the coordinates of point B? So we need to find the coordinates of point B. That means the value of x and y. And it says here in the problem that ABCD is a square. That means, since it is a square, the sides are equal. So from point A to B, that one is equal to BC, CD, and AD. So that would be AB, segment or side AB is equal to segment BC, which is also equal to segment CD as well as AD. We're given here that point A is negative 1, negative 3. Therefore, this one, the value of x here is negative 1. So the value of x for point B is also negative 1. Since point B is the same distance from the y-axis as point A. So the coordinate of point B is the same. The x coordinate of point B is the same as the x coordinate of point A. So x here for point B is equal to negative 1. And we're also given here another point, point C, which is 6, 4. So the value of the x coordinate of point C is 6 and the y coordinate is equal to 4. Since point B here is the same distance from the x-axis as point C, so the y-coordinate of point B is the same as the y-coordinate of point C, which is 4. Therefore, the coordinates of point B are negative 1 and 4. So the x-coordinate is equal to negative 1 and the y-coordinate is equal to positive 4. So let's take a look at the choices here. So the answer is letter B. Now let's solve another problem. Line y equals 2/3 x minus 5 is perpendicular to line, okay, to which of the given equations here? So what are perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines, they have slopes that are negative reciprocals of each other. Therefore, the slope of the first line is equal to the negative reciprocal of the slope of the other one. Or shall we say the slope of the second line is just equal to the negative reciprocal of the slope of the first line. So we're given here this line. Let's say this is line 1 or y1. The slope of y1 is equal to 2/3. Therefore, the slope of the perpendicular line is equal to the negative reciprocal of this line. So negative 1 over 2/3 or negative 3 over 2. Therefore, the equation of the other line or the second line is just equal to negative 3/2 x plus 5. So the answer here is letter E. Let's solve another problem. If 30% of R is equal to 75% of S, what is 50% of S if R is equal to 30? Alright, we're given here that the value of R is equal to 30. If R is equal to 30, then 30% of R can be written as 0.3 times R, which is equal to 30. Okay, this is 0.3 because it is in percentage here, percentage form, and you need to divide that by 100. So that is equal to 9. And it says here that 30% of R is equal to 75% of S. So that means the value of 9 here is just equal to 75% of S. So 75% of S, which is just, or can be written as 0.75 times S, is also equal to 9. And now we can solve for the value of S. We just have to divide both sides by 0.75. Then 0.75 here cancels out. Therefore, the value of S here is equal to 9 over 0.75. And that is equal to 12. So the value of S is equal to 12. Now the question is, what is 50% of S? So 50% of S, which can be written as 0.5 times S. And we already got the value of S, which is equal to 12. So we just have to multiply 0.5 and 12, or 1/2 of 12. So 1/2 of 12 is just equal to 6. Therefore, the answer here is letter B.